What's up, you guys? Welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're gonna be working on the 370. So I ended up getting these spindles a little while back, and we're finally gonna get those on the car today. So first things first, the Z is super dead. We need to move it a little bit later, but not really at the moment. So at the moment, I'm going to get the front lifted up by the front core support, and then I'm gonna get this wheel taken off and start unbolting some of the control arms. So I will give you guys a step-by-step in case you guys are doing this at home. You guys can see what I'm working with, and hopefully it'll make it easier for you guys to do the exact same thing. So let me get this lifted up, and then I'll show you guys what we're working with. Okay, so I got the wheel off. It's sitting over there. Got the car lifted up. First things first, I'm gonna take this bolt out so we can drop it down so I have access to everything. That's a lot easier to get back from back here. So I'm gonna get that dropped down, and then it'll look like this. So we got the top undone now. We are getting to moving oh, Jesus Christ. You almost saw me die. We're getting this moved so that we can get the brake lines and stuff out of the way and get this lowered down. So what I recommend is whenever you go to take this bolt off to take some of the pressure off of it, get a jack and lift this up. If you're like me and you're on air ride, make sure you air out your coupler, or else whenever you go to lift this up, it's just gonna wanna keep expanding and it'll keep all the pressure on it. So next step, get this off, and then we'll get the brake lines moved out of the way, and then we'll probably get this off. Okay, so fast forward a little bit. There are two bolts on the back side of this, one up here, one up here. We got both of them taken out and freed this up, and then I realized that it's probably gonna be better off if we just drop the spindle down to get this brake line contraption over top of it without actually having to move all this stuff off. So at the bottom of the spindle, you'll see a bolt here. There's a cotter pin in it. Take that out, and then you should be able to unbolt that, and I think this will drop down. Give me a minute, and I will be right back with you to let you know if that worked. Okay, so it's been a little while, a couple of days or something like that, maybe about a week. I got Dylan over here helping me. I don't know if you guys remember Dylan, but he helped us out with the first part of the Lexus. Yeah, whenever I started the channel, we originally did like a 45-day build on the Lexus, making it all stancy. Kind of like that. So he's gonna give us a hand with this. We were having a lot of issue getting this ball joint to pop out of here. Every time we go to spin the bolt on the bottom, it just wants to spin with it. So he's got some ideas we're gonna test out, and then I will let you guys know what we ended up doing to get it sorted out. Okay, so as you guys can tell, that is not over here anymore. So what we ended up doing is we basically popped this down first so that we had a little more access to it, and then we turned it, and to be honest, those steps really didn't matter too much. He ended up tightening it, and then it tightened a little bit, and then the nut just back off freely. So hopefully, if you guys have issues with this thing spinning, just try and turn it one way and then try and turn it the other way, maybe give it some heat. But other than that, we got that done, moved on past that. We got this disconnected, and then we got the caliper held up by this. Another thing that you want to do is unplug the speed sensor. So that is plugged in right there. And then that'll kind of snake back in and around here. So we just ended up taking this bracket off of the spindle, and we just lifted it up straight over to hang it over there to get the spindle to come down. So now that we got that done, we are putting in the new wheel bearings. So while we got these apart and while we got these out, we're just gonna do a little maintenance on the car. So we got these going, and then shouldn't be too much longer. We're gonna start getting these put back in. So hopefully progress stays like it is now and things go smooth. Okay, so we've made some progress. We got this back in. We got all the suspension arms and everything all put back together. So now the current problem that we're running into is whenever we turn this left, this bracket is hitting the one that holds my brake line. So this is hitting, I can't really turn it that easily. Here, let me show you from this side. Okay, yeah. So this is hitting this. So right now we're talking about bending this back a little bit so that we can move this up high enough to where this will have enough clearance. I don't really think we have a whole lot of other options, but that is where we're at the moment. So I'll be back in a minute and let you guys know what we did to make that work. Other than that, everything is in good, fits, solid, new. Now the problem again. Okay, so we're back in here. This is the speed sensor. It comes around here, straight up through here. These are the brackets that it loops into, and then here as well. Kind of goes like that and around there. Comes around the back, and here's where the bracket was that was hitting here. So instead of moving this at all, we just bent this up against here, and then we zip tied the speed sensor to there. So that's all good. Wheels ready to go back on, and then we can do the other side. So now that we know what we're doing, oh yeah, we got to put the rotor back on. Yeah. God. Yeah, so we're going to put the rotor back on, then we'll put the wheel back on, and then we'll do the other side. Hopefully the other side ball joint goes just as smooth as this one did, if not better. Well, at the moment, we made great progress. I'm freezing in the car right now. A few days have went by. We got the car aired out. It looked really good. The fronts need the collars raised because it airs out too far. But yeah, it turned out really good. The car died though. Like, it was 100% out of gas. So I'm at the gas station right now, getting gas for the car. We're gonna go and put this in the Z right now, and then we're gonna go and get another tank of gas and then put it back in the Z, and then we'll actually try and start it and get a better video of it airing out so you guys can see what we're working with now as opposed to what it looked like before. So I will be back at the car here in a little bit. All right, so we're back in the shop. I got the 370 turned over. We're gonna get it aired out right now. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me as well when I get closer, but this is gonna be the ride height that we're gonna be working with. So I'm gonna have Anna hold the phone here in a second, and I'm gonna get the car aired out. Currently the collars aren't set to lock, so it will actually air out like too far, and it'll actually crunch the side skirts. So I need her to have her keep an eye on the front lip and the side skirt and tell me when those bottom out as opposed to this bottoming out. I don't really want to break anything. So I'm gonna have her hold the phone. I'm gonna get this lower down and we'll see where it sits. Okay, so we got the car aired out now. I think it looks really good. I don't think I really have any more room to get any better fitment out of that considering where it's at. It almost matches the rear. The rears are right there, so they're basically perfect, exactly where I want them to be. So it's a lot closer than what it used to be. But as you see, we are 100% on the ground. On the side skirts, the front bumper still has maybe about 1/8 of an inch. So it's really, really close to being perfectly set. I'm pretty happy with where it turned out. I think it looks great. This is a lot better improvement than how it was before. The front looked like it was angled up. So now that we got that handled, I'm a lot happier with how the Z looks. It's been like this for a little while. The last time I went to a Slam Enough show, maybe not the last one, but one of the last ones, I actually had people like stepping on the front lip and whatnot, and I was worried that it was gonna break it off of the front bumper and be a big pain whenever it came to remounting it again, and let alone breaking the carbon. So now that I got that out of the way, hopefully it won't get broke anymore. Hopefully it won't get stepped on. If it does, it's not gonna be a big deal. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys wanna put some spindles on your car, hopefully this video helped you guys figure out how to do that. If you know anybody that needs some stock spindles, let me know. I got a set sitting around. But till next time, thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time.